Hello everyone, it's Janice from Rue de Fleurs. Welcome back into the studio today for part 2 of all of the things that I'll be making for the upcoming shop updates for the Rue de Fleurs Etsy shop, as well as things that will be down at the Perry County Council of the Arts Artisan Marketplace event. That will be running September 24th through, I believe, January 12th of 2023. So all holiday. In addition to what I'm creating right now for that, I will try to make additional stock as hopefully things sell out and take that down, as well as for the shop. I always try to keep up with updating. But for today, I just wanted to pop in and talk about some of the secondary collection that I've been working with. So last time I spoke about the Fields collection, and there's a blog post that also goes along with that that shows in detail some of the other things. I will link both of those, the video there and the blog post that goes along with that if you're interested in working with just one bundle of manufactured fabric. But I've also been getting into making my own fabric. So the more that I teach and the more that I get messy and inky and creative with my students, the more I want to do those things for myself. I had previously held off on doing a lot of that just because I only have a limited studio space, which I'm very grateful for, but I often have other things out and I'm very afraid to like splatter ink on them and then they're ruined or something like that happens. I don't have like a messy area and a clean area. I just have one area. But this summer I decided to take some of that stuff outside and work with my daughter in the driveway. And I will put up a short little video of her and I making our ink splatter fabric. So we mixed up a bunch of different fabric inks, and then later I came back with some leftover house paint, which, you know, you're like, oh, house paint, but if you know, it doesn't come out of your clothes. So I thought it would be a fun experiment, especially for things that I made with it, like tote bags and pouches that I'm going to show. It's not quite the same as like laying underneath of it. Maybe wouldn't use the same treatment for like if I were making quill or doing some clothing, but I think for those things it's fine. Anyway, so without further ado, let me show you the Splatter Collection. So I am loving these pouches. These are pencil pouches. I used the Noodle Head free pencil pouch pattern. So if you want to make one yourself, you can do that. I have a huge box of one of these teal baskets. Up here is a whole bunch of zippers that I found and collected at different yard sales, estate sales, thrift shop, whatever. I have a whole bin of them. Sometimes people give me things they're not going to use. So I just root through there and find things that have like fun colors that coordinate or that contrast or whatever look I'm going for. So that's where my zippers come from. They're all, kind of like recycled in a way. I don't know. There's stuff other people were going to get rid of. So I feel cool about that, using stuff up. And then I have some of these Arrow fabrics that I had ordered a long time ago to make some baby quilts. And I thought that went really nicely with the splatters. So I don't know if you can get a good look at those. They're really fun. My daughter helped me mix up the ink. This one's kind of like a blue teal and a purple. So I love that one. That one will be available. And then I have the blue, light blue and dark blue spots with a green zipper. And the inside of that is also the arrows. Another similar one. So this was all made using a this is like a really thick white canvas that I got at a local quilt shop. And then we splattered our own fabric and it's really fun. This one has purple zipper and a tan interior. And so all of these will be available at the Artisan Marketplace starting September 24th. Those are really fun. And then also with that same piece of canvas, which I only had about like a yard and a half or two, maybe closer to 2 yards of it. So I will be going and getting more and trying to do something similar again because I'm really loving how these came out. And also it's really great to stamp on. So I created my own triangle stamp to add additional detail to this ink colored splatter. This was like the house paint color, and this dark navy kind of inky blue, and then a gunmetal. It's actually shimmery. I don't know if you can see that gunmetal ink on with a stamp. I hand stamped. I put up a little short of that. I think on Instagram, so it's probably gone now, or maybe it's on my Instagram. I don't know. But anyway, it's really fun. That's a technique that I do a lot with my students when we are doing things in class. It's really fun to stamp your own repetitive patterns. And then this one is also lined with a indoor-outdoor fabric in that arrow print, and it has a little white pocket you could slip, just open pocket for your phone, and then there's a little pencil one over here. So that's one. I made 3 different ones of that. This one is very similar, but it has a smaller arrow print on the inside and a different little slash pocket. I'm just trying to have fun and use up my scraps and see what I can make also, because I have loads and loads and loads of things and I just want to have fun and use it. And it's more enjoyable to get it out into the world than it is to look at it on my shelf. And then another one that I made with a little jean detail, and this one actually has a shirt that used to be my father's inside of there. He had a lot of jean shirts. That was his favorite thing to wear. So it's nice to be able to repurpose some of that stuff. And then it has the original like breast pocket in there as well. So it's useful. And then I used a little bit of jeans offcut to finish the strap on that one. So really fun, really personal. If you're somebody that is local to me here in Newport, Pennsylvania, or you just kind of get a kick out of those like local specialty things, then you can check that out. Perry County Council of the Arts also has a gallery shop that you can shop by visiting perrycountyarts.org and clicking on the gallery shop button. So they ship all over the place too, so you can check that out. Then also from those splatters, I made these little popcorn pouches. There's a pattern for this somewhere out on the internet. I'm not sure where I saw that, but it's really cute. It was a great way to use up some of the small trimmings left over from making the bags. It has a little lobster claw clasp attached, so you could hook it to a bag or a backpack, and they zip down the front, and they're fully lined, just like everything else. This one has a Lotte Jensdotter print in the inside and a little flower patch detail on there. These are kind of fun. I'm not sure I love them. They were harder to make than I thought they would be. But very useful, like cute for clipping, putting your chapstick and stuff in, carrying around a mask if you need that, and tissues, just like those small things that get lost in the bottom of your purse or tote bag or whatever. So really fun. There's only 2 of those. One is the pink and teal with the flower, and then the one is a gold and purple, and then that is fully lined with this cool Katrina Rochelle print that I have from a few years ago. It's purple and like with a teal doily print in it. Really neat. Also lobster claw. That one is gold. So I have a couple of those made with the splatters. I really loved working with that Splatter Collection, and keep a lookout for more about that in the future, as well as like developing a class around some of those inky techniques so we can kind of create together. So that is stuff I will be working on this winter and for the future. Then a couple other things that I have that I will be working on finishing today is using this map print as well as lining it with this old tartan plaid. And I'm going to make a couple of little travel pouches that fit your passports and such. We've been doing, luckily a lot more traveling around, and I've really been enjoying taking some of my little pouches to stick passports in, or other things that you need to hold, like your paperwork when you're traveling, itineraries, collecting up little cards from places that you visit and all of that stuff. So I'm going to do a couple of travel themed of those little zipper pouches. They'll be about 5x7, so you can check out for those. And then lastly, I am going to be showing how I made this Anakin. I'm calling it the Anakin Pillow. And it was inspired by a paper artist that I like to watch, and some paper art that she did a few years ago. I wrote this pattern for the We Like Sewing magazine last fall, and I will finally be able to release that pattern to you myself in my shop. And I'm going to size it up so that you'll be able to do also throw blanket or bed blanket if you wish. And I will be showing you how I made the pillow, as well as sharing some details on creating little turned applique with the embroidery stitches. So that will be something else I'll be showcasing pretty soon here coming up. And if you enjoy making quilts yourself or following along with me while I make things, that will be something fun to look out for. So thank you very much for joining me again today in the studio, and more process videos and all of that coming up soon. So if you have been enjoying, please like and subscribe, hit the notifications so that you can stay up to date with everything. I will link the blog post that also features some of the other stuff, as well as the backstory on the Splatter Collection for you, in the description box below. Thank you so much. Stay creative, friends. Have a great day. Bye.